You walk into a store, scan the shelves, and grab exactly what you came for. You've weighed your options, consulted your budget, and made a purely logical choice. Or at least, that's what it feels like. In reality, that feeling of perfect rationality is an illusion, masking a series of quiet psychological triggers that pushed you toward that exact item. Your mind makes thousands of choices every day. To save time and energy, it bypasses the deep, tangled process of strict analysis and relies on high-speed mental shortcuts. Psychologists call these cognitive biases. They aren't signs of a flawed intellect. They are biological survival tools. The friction happens when those ancient survival tools meet modern environments. Retailers, marketers, and social media platforms actively engineer their spaces to trigger those exact shortcuts, dictating your behavior without you ever noticing. To see how this happens, we have to slow everything down. We need to map the precise anatomy of a single decision, tracking it from the moment you perceive an option to the exact second you commit. The process starts before you even consciously evaluate an option. When you step into a new environment, the spotlight effect makes you feel like everyone is analyzing your every move. We inaccurately place ourselves at the center of the room, creating an artificial layer of self-consciousness. From that self-conscious baseline, we start quickly judging others based on thin evidence. If someone walks up to you exuding confidence or wearing a well-tailored suit, the primacy effect locks in that first impression immediately. The halo effect then takes over, automatically assigning them unearned traits like high intelligence or trustworthiness, simply because they dressed well. This chart shows how familiarity bypasses logic entirely. The mere exposure effect dictates that the more frequently you see an abstract logo on a highway billboard, the more your baseline trust in that brand climbs. Repetition alone creates a false sense of safety. By the time you are ready to gather facts and make a choice, your baseline perception is already compromised. Your ego has skewed your social standing, and familiarity has pre-selected your preferences. This bar chart highlights the availability heuristic. The microscopic data point on the left represents the actual statistical risk of commercial flying. The massive block on the right represents the psychological impact of media coverage following a crash. Because it is easy to remember, your brain assumes it happens frequently. As you gather facts, confirmation bias takes hold, automatically discarding opposing facts that threaten your comfort zone. This internal data corruption dictates outcomes in highly consequential arenas. It is the exact mechanism that divides voters during high-stakes political elections and causes investors to hold on to losing stocks despite clear market warnings. Gathering more information does not bring you closer to the truth if your mental intake valve is strictly designed to protect your existing beliefs. When you finally sit down to evaluate your options, context takes over. If you see a jacket priced at $500 and right beside it one priced at $200, the second option suddenly feels like an incredible bargain. The first number acts as an anchor, artificially altering your perception of every price you see after it. Negotiators rely heavily on this contrast principle through the door-in-the-face technique. If they ask you for $1,000, you will refuse. But if they immediately follow up by asking for $20, the extreme initial request makes the moderate second request seem entirely reasonable. How a choice is presented heavily outweighs the raw data. A doctor offering a treatment with a 90% survival rate inspires confidence. But if that identical treatment is described as having a 10% death rate, patients hesitate. At the critical moment of choice, you are rarely evaluating the raw facts or the object itself. You are reacting to the carefully constructed, artificial context surrounding it. Even with your options narrowed down, you might still hesitate. Presenting a customer with 60 types of coffee creates choice overload, paralyzing their ability to act. And thanks to Parkinson's law, that indecision will drag on, expanding to fill whatever time is available to make the choice. This diagram illustrates the final push that forces a commitment: loss aversion. The scale tips heavily because a loss carries exactly twice the psychological weight of an equivalent gain. Retailers exploit this biological fear of missing out with phrases like "offer ends tonight," compelling you to commit simply to avoid the pain of losing the deal. Once the purchase is made, a new bias kicks in. The IKEA effect ensures that you naturally place a higher value on your final choice if you invested your own effort into assembling it. Your brain automatically equates personal effort with objective quality. Yet the process still isn't fully closed. The Zeigarnik Effect forces unfinished tasks, like the alternatives you left behind, to loop constantly in your working memory, making it difficult to stop thinking about what you didn't choose. Your brain manufactures both artificial satisfaction and lingering anxiety in the aftermath. It is a biological defense mechanism, ensuring you remain committed to the path you just took. Falling for these mental shortcuts does not mean your intellect is flawed. This flawed autopilot is a universal biological baseline shared by every human being. However, recognizing this default state is the first step toward intervention. Corporations, politicians, and skilled negotiators actively study these exact biases, using them as reliable levers to guide public spending, voting patterns, and attention. Awareness serves as a point of friction. By identifying a bias in real time, like noticing how a high initial price anchors your expectations, you pull the decision out of the subconscious shortcut and back into the analytical pathways of the brain. You are essentially forcing the system to slow down. While these shortcuts remain hardwired in our biology, charting their path makes them visible. This visibility provides the necessary space to pause, question the context, and move from a reactive state to an intentional choice.